Yo, what is up, everybody?
What up?
Welcome back to another episode of our. Dang, why do you look so tall compared to me?
I'm taller on the upper body.
Of our live sports card podcast, The Pop Report. So, today we are going to be talking a few different things. We're going to be talking new releases, like upcoming card releases that are coming soon.
A lot of good stuff coming out. Really excited, especially Optic.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get there, but
we are going to be talking. We're going to be discussing our thoughts on all of the major Panini brands like Prism, Optic, Mosaic, Daunris, and Select. And we're not going to do a tier list for this, but we're just going to be talking which ones we like, which ones we don't, etc. And then we'll do a little baseball talk where we talk about the awards potential, like the winners and the potential winners and stuff. And then we're also going to be talking about how you can win this blaster box of 2021 Select Basketball. Here, I'm gonna actually do something really quick. I'm gonna add some text here. Add source. And it's going to have our Instagram, so you guys can follow us. That looks good.
Oh, looks good.
All right. Ooh, and we could talk a little NFL today too. All right, so there's our Instagram thing. That kind of looks tacky right there, but follow us on Instagram. If you guys can see that.
Add some NFL.
How's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today?
Jimbo,
what is up? Jimbo is one of... I may be a little biased. He's one of my favorite subscribers that we got. He's always in the comments.
Multiple times sometimes, which I like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And for today's snack of choice, we got some chips.
Very nice. Let me get a chip.
All right. Shall we begin? It says we got 5 people in here?
Let's begin.
That's pretty solid for us, honestly. Yeah. All right. So first, crunching. Oh yeah, Jimbo is already hyping us up. Jimbo's already hyping us up. All right, so first, we are going to be taking a look at what we got upcoming for sports cards, some upcoming releases. What are we on today? The 8th?
We are on the 8th.
So today we had Wnba basketball.
Fire.
Prism. Let me see. Can you guys see this list? Oh, yeah, you can. Okay. Wnba basketball, Prism. Daunris football, which we made a video about.
Check that out if you haven't already.
Some hockey, some football, Leaf, which we're not too crazy about. Some Star Wars.
First of all, what are your thoughts on Panini Prism WNBA?
I mean, I don't really watch any WNBA, so I don't really know what would be the good cards in it or anything like that, but Prism basketball cards, fire.
I feel like as far as WNBA cards go,
it's
definitely the best.
top tier.
I feel like to make up for the fact that WNBA isn't as hyped as the NBA, I'm hoping, we'll see how it turns out, but I'm hoping that they kind of fill that product up with lots of cool parallels and that type of stuff. And it's a little bit more affordable as well, so I feel like it's a good opportunity to get really good cards, and I feel like the WNBA is on the rise. Up until a couple years ago, I also hadn't heard of any of the players, but now their star players are starting to take off, like Asia Wilson and Ionescu and...
He knows his WNBA, folks.
Diana Taurasi.
It's
Sue Bird. There's definitely some fire. I don't really know the rookies, but I could learn.
This is the second release of WNBA Prism. Last year was the first time it came out.
Yep.
And this year it came out. It's hobby boxes, blaster boxes. I'm not sure if there will be other formats, but yeah.
Nice. And then
in the chat, let us know your thoughts on WNBA.
Yeah, let us know your thoughts. We picked up one blaster box, so we'll check it out and we'll open it for the channel. So stay tuned for a video on that.
Yeah.
Panini Daunris football. So you already went through it in your most recent video, so make sure to check that out. But I'm super excited for Daunris football. We'll probably be waiting for the retail format to drop, which will probably be a couple weeks.
Definitely.
And Hobby is what just came out today.
Yeah, definitely excited for that, to get some like rated rookie cards. I feel like that's kind of the beginning of like when we get going on like our collect. You know what I mean? Because it's like the first main set. So
and it's like a paper set, and then it like kind of gets better from there from all the Chrome products that'll come out.
Yeah, exactly. Then what else do we got? Then we got some hockey, blah blah blah. Topps Gold Label Baseball. Not sure what that is. That's on the 17th. Should we just kind of take a look at it? $127 a hobby box. That's not too bad. Let's
Topps Gold Label.
Featuring base cards with 3 levels of rarity to collect on card framed autographs. Oh, I have seen these before, I think. Each autograph is guaranteed to deliver 1 framed on-card autograph card and multiple limited base card. 7 cards per box.
On-card autos look nice.
Wait, 7 packs per box, 5 cards per pack. And I feel like $127, that seems...
not too bad.
But with Topps, I feel like these like offshoot brands, like, or the more premier one, like, they're not as popular as with Panini.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With Topps, it's more so like the main ones are the most popular.
Like we'd never heard of it before.
Yeah, I'd never even heard of this one really. Then we got on the 22nd, I think.
Ooh, I'm excited for this. Oh wait, that's baseball.
Oh wait, we skipped here.
Oh, that's the one I'm excited for.
Okay, we got Daunris Optic Basketball, which is gonna be fire.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be so sick.
I feel like that one, ever since we started collecting, has kind of been one of our favorite brands.
Yeah.
It's a little bit, better priced than Panini Prism. Not quite as hype, but I would say just as high quality. And the look with the rated rookies is just nice.
Yeah.
And even though I wasn't crazy about like the regular Daunris look, I feel like the optic look is going to be like nice.
Facts.
What we got. Yeah.
As far as the Hobby Box pre-order price, it's looking at $749. There's also the Fast Break box, which is $499. And then if you want to get a full case, it's going to be almost $10,000. And we do have Panini did release some new images. I'm not sure how I'm going to pull this up, actually, because now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, bear with me, guys, as I get this going. File, add. My bad, guys, my bad. Should I just pull it up on my email, or is that sketch?
I'm
not gonna do that. Okay, but Panini released some pictures of it, and I'm just trying to pull it up really quick.
You can't just share your screen?
No, I don't think so. Let's see. Browser source, window capture, display capture. Capture your entire computer monitor.
Yeah.
Okay. Add source. Okay, it's about to be kind of crazy right here. Wait. Add source.
Just full screen that.
Done. And then full screen this. Alright, there we go. Hopefully this works. But this is what Panini released. And available tomorrow is the first off of the line edition of... wait, I'm just checking to make sure that it works for you guys. Okay, it looks to kind of be working. Dang, that's annoying.
Just put it in the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
Boom. I think that'll work.
All right.
It's worth it. It's worth it to check this out.
Yeah. The first off the line 2021 Optic Basketball, and you could see there's some like pictures of it. There's the LaMelo, the Halliburton. And this is like the first images that we've gotten so far. Dang, you can't even see it. That's so annoying. But whatever. Let me see if I move it over here.
Yeah, just make it smaller. Top left of the screen.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. Yeah, it's been delayed so many times. Dang, what the heck?
Yeah, I mean you could see it pretty much.
All right, you guys can. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys can see. You guys can see. But the way that First Off the Line is going to be released tomorrow is I think it starts at like $1,500 and then they do the Dutch auction.
So it goes down.
So it goes down. The hobby box will be regular, just like a regular price, and that's going to come out in a couple of weeks. But tomorrow is the First Off the Line. I think it'll just be on Panini's website. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to like find it at hobby shops and stuff.
Where'd it go? My bad. Let's make it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to find it at hobby shops and stuff, but this is definitely fire. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm kind of...
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, you get the idea. When I first saw this, I was like, it looks like there's so many like just blue and purple parallels. I thought maybe they were doing the same thing that they did with Select with like the blue maybe for retail. I don't think that's the case though.
Yeah.
These are probably just showcasing some of the like blue and purple parallels that they have. But yeah, I'm loving the look of these cards. I feel like that border that I thought was really plain on the regular Daunris is going to really pop for the optic. And then, you might have said this already, but those look like on-card autos.
It looks, hopefully.
They look like on-card autos.
I think usually it is, so. In the chat, let us know, are you guys excited for optic?
Yeah. So I'll be looking to pick up, as many of the rated rookies as I can. And that LaMelo looks pretty nice. So I would love to add that to the collection as well.
Fire.
Yeah.
All right. And then... let's get rid of this. Okay, we're back. All right, where were we?
Do you want to keep going through that new releases list?
Let's keep going through that new releases list. Then on that same day, we're supposed to have Bowman Chrome Baseball.
Very nice.
Which, let's look at the prices. A hobby box is at $206. That's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
12 packs per box, 5 cards per pack. 2021 Bowman Chrome Baseball breaks out another stellar year of fresh prospects, aspiring rookies, and proven superstars on always collectible Chrome stock. I feel like this kind of makes it like, what would be the point of getting regular Bowman? Because in regular Bowman, everyone just wants the Chrome cards. So when they release Bowman Chrome, it's like, dang, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think probably one difference is there's probably way less cards in the box.
Yeah. September 2021.
But yeah.
Definitely excited for that.
Didn't we see there was that Dodger prospect?
Yeah, it's this one right here.
What's his name?
Something Rodriguez. Luis Rodriguez.
Luis Rodriguez, pretty hyped prospect. I think this is the first product that he's going to be in. As Dodger fans, we might try to get into some breaks and try to open up, some of his stuff there. I feel like Bowman Chrome is like super fun to open as far as like the different parallels and that type of stuff you can get. But, usually you don't really know any of the first Bowman players. But it's good stuff to open or maybe grab the box and store away for a couple of years. Because once those players do hit the bigs, their first Bowman is usually like their most valuable card, especially the Chrome version. Yeah. So excited about that.
I'm not sure if we're going to get retail of that or not. But if so, we're all over that for sure. All right. Moving along.
James Bond. James Bond Upper Deck.
Pokemon.
Optic Baseball. I feel like as far as non-licensed stuff go, Optic Baseball is usually pretty fire. Bowman Sterling. I feel like that's like
another
like a baseball version of like Immaculate or
Bowman Transcendent. But yeah, so September we got a lot of fire on the horizon for sure. But yeah, very cool. And then I think November we're gonna get Mosaic Basketball. Yeah, so that should come out soon as well. So we got a lot of good releases coming out. Definitely Optic is my favorite of all of the releases probably that we're gonna get.
Did you see Hoops or Hoops Premium on there?
I don't think it's been announced yet, so I don't know.
I remember that was kind of like the last stuff that came out. Yeah. Well, Hoops was the first stuff.
Hoops and then also the last stuff.
Was like the last stuff, yeah.
I don't think so. Hasn't been any confirmation if Hoops Premium is going to come out this year, but it's definitely still possible considering they just announced Mosaic like a few weeks ago. Yeah. Remember we did like a video on it, so.
And Hoops Premium was last year the first year?
Yeah.
It was the first year, so
Yeah.
we'll see if they bring it back.
Yeah.
But I like that product, so hopefully.
Yeah,
they do.
me too,
Yeah.
me too. All right. All right, so make sure you guys follow our Instagram right there. deruwSports&Cards. And a little bit later, we're going to be talking about how you can win a select basketball blaster box. So comment a few fire emojis in the chat. Should we kind of look at chat here? Lady Sniper said, I thought Optic was supposed to come out in August. It already got delayed once. Yeah, it's been delayed so many times. They need to drop these prices back down for sure.
Yeah. I wish they would, but they're gonna sell.
Yeah.
It's supply demand.
They're
so
they're
must
just
be making
pricing
the right
it to
amount
what
of money.
people are willing to pay. I feel like.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if people are paying like $400 for Daunris, then.
Yeah.
I didn't like the basketballs on the border. It made it look childish. I'm not sure which card you're talking about. An Optic? Was there basketballs on
Daunris or Optic?
If anybody goes, we'll be there. Our card show. Optic is one of Jimbo's favorite. All right, for sure. Same.
Yeah, I knew Jimbo had.
Jimbo's
good
a real
taste.
one.
I
He
could tell
knows.
Jimbo
He
had
knows.
good taste.
He knows.
Yeah.
So now kind of just segueing into that, we'll talk about, and we want you guys in the chat to interact with this
Yeah,
one. Let us
yeah.
know. But we're gonna be talking about our favorite basketball and football Panini brands.
So in the chat while we're talking, give us your ranking of these 5 major brands. So we're gonna go through Prism, Optic, Mosaic, Select, and then Daunris regular. I'm curious to see what your ranking is for those 5. So again, it was Prism, Optic, Mosaic, Daunris, and Select. So we'll kind of discuss each one, and then we'll give our own personal rankings at the end. Sound good? All right, so let's start with Prism, right? So what are your thoughts on Panini Prism?
Crunching. My thoughts on Panini Prism are it holds its value really well. It's kind of like the staple. Design wise, some years it's kind of a hit, some years it's kind of a miss. In my opinion, I didn't really love this year's Prism design, but there are years past where I thought it looks really cool. So it's top tier, but on this list that we have, it's not the number 1 tier. It's maybe number 2.
I feel like if you go through the different years of Prisms, there's some that I really like, and then there's some to me that I've kind of missed as far as like design goes.
Yeah.
I definitely like the look of the most recent Prism stuff.
You like that, the 2021 Prism?
I like the 2021 Prism. So yeah, I feel like if I was new to the hobby or somebody who's not like super into the hobby, Prism might be like the only brand that they know. So it's definitely kind of like the flagship brand, and I'd say it's kind of the flagship for both basketball and football. But for that reason, I feel like for the card, it's oftentimes like overpriced, right? Like as far as like relative value goes, like if you're going, you want, a certain player, the Prism is probably going to be the most expensive and probably a little bit overpriced because you're paying for that name brand. Like going to the grocery store and getting like the name brand stuff, right, instead of the generic stuff.
That's so
it might
true.
be the same stuff approximately, but you pay a little bit more for the brand. So I feel like Prism of all of those has that the most. Yeah.
I'm just gonna disagree with you. The design of this year's Prism is trash.
What do you
Not
guys
trash.
think? Yeah.
It's just half of the cards like Prism or like this year's Prism the thing that I don't really like is it's so easy to see if they're just a little off center. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
I haven't seen like so many of them are like off center, and it's just so.
So you like
hit or
potentially
miss.
the stuff with like a little bit less of a border. Cause like I feel
but
like
my number
that's-
1 has a border. But yeah.
Yeah.
My number 1 has a border. But yeah.
Well, I feel like I know you're already thinking Optic. I feel like Optic is also like there's so much off-center product
But
Optic.
it's cleaner. It just looks cleaner. All right. So
when it's right, it definitely looks
all right.
cleaner,
That brings us on to the second one on this list, Optic, and I'm gonna rank Optic number 1 because it has the classic Daunris design to it. It has a chrome finish, like a nice shiny card, so it looks fire. It's not as expensive as Prism. It's a little bit more affordable, a little bit better of a deal. And in my opinion, just the cards look classic. Like there's a
Yeah.
blank background for the
Yeah.
rookies usually, and even for the vets, it's like an action shot,
Yeah.
and it's not too like futuristic or like tacky looking like I think Select or
Yeah.
Prism can
I
look.
feel like Select or Prism like could go out of style
Yeah.
someday. Where
Yeah.
I feel like Optic is like a tried and true. Same with Daunris as the paper version.
Yeah.
Are kind of like more of like a tried and true design. I will say that I prefer the rated rookie logo over the RC rookie card.
Yeah, the rated
logo.
rookie logo. Is
Yeah, I
hard,
feel like
honestly.
that's sick. Yeah, check out recent videos with my rated rookie hat.
Yeah.
Not wearing it today.
Rated rookie
but
is fire.
yeah.
And then we got Mosaic.
Mosaic's interesting because I feel like that's like the newer
We only
product.
got like one really release of it.
Yeah, and I know that Mosaic, of all of these, I feel like all of these have that complaint, but Mosaic was
The
the,
quality
most
is
like banged up,
trash.
like most like scratches, most off center, etc. But I feel like the perfect Mosaic cards, like the PSA 10s, are pretty nice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
facts. Yeah, Mosaic, it's kind of too new. In my opinion, it's like too new to
Mhm.
put on here. But it's like Prism in the sense that it looks like really futuristic,
Mhm.
really shiny. But I feel like it's a little bit more simpler than like Select or something like that. Like more of like a blank slate.
I'm not sure why. I mean, maybe it's like the pictures or something. I like the Mosaic football stuff better than I like the Mosaic basketball stuff. I'm not 100%. I can't put my finger on exactly why, but like when I think Mosaic, I think of like Joe Burrow,
Yeah.
like Tua, but I don't really think of like Zion and Jar.
That's true. I feel like
yeah.
Mosaic football does look kind of cooler.
Yeah.
And then also to address some of like the categories we have written down, inserts in Mosaic, some of them look pretty cool.
Mhm.
Like for basketball, there was like a Slam Jam one or something. I think
Mhm.
you have like a Giannis one of that.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool card.
Yeah.
Optic, the inserts are pretty good, not the best.
Mhm.
Prism, I don't really like the inserts in Prism.
Yeah.
And
I am happy that they added Mosaic because I feel like, with everybody rushing into the hobby, it's kind of nice to have more premium level products to choose from so that, the price of just Prism and Optic doesn't skyrocket. So I feel like adding Mosaic, in a sense, helps even out the price of all of the different Chrome products in an attempt to keep it a little bit more affordable. I mean, it's still not really happening, but it helps a little bit.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Daunris. And I'm just going to say this. I like Daunris. I like the design. I like the
Me
rated
too.
rookie.
Me too.
It has good inserts for the hobby box. I like the Marvels. And then even in a retail box, I think you could get Downtowns. Those are sick.
Yeah. The inserts for Daunris are definitely
Yeah.
super sick.
Mm.
And then I like, honestly, and this is just kind of like maybe the old school, like, child collector in me. I like how I can get a lot of cards for a good amount of money. Like, I'm still into the paper products where you can get, a fat pack that's actually fat. Maybe it has like 50 cards or so in it. I feel like they call them fat packs with
Yeah.
like Prism and it's 12, 15 cards or
Yeah,
something
that's
like
true,
that.
that's true.
And even though a lot of it might be like base vets or just, not that good of rated rookies, I like getting that volume in a sense. So I feel like it'd be fun to open up like a large box of Daunris and just, you have the cards all over the
Yeah.
table, lots of cards that you can put into your collection. And then also Daunris, of all of these, has the most history too. So, I remember back in like 2005, 2006 when I was, opening up product as a kid, Daunris was one of the staple brands there and hasn't changed a whole lot to now. Prism only goes back to 2012.
Yeah.
Optic, even less than that.
Yeah.
Mosaic, even less than that. Select is another classic. I feel like that's been around a little bit longer also, but Daunris, has that, goes all the way back to like the 90s kind of vibe.
I agree, but I'm going to say it's not top tier on our little list of cards. I'm not putting it up with.
It's not. I mean, it's not a Chrome product,
Yeah.
so I feel like it does make a difference. It's a paper product. More comparable to like Score and some of those. But it seems like by far the best paper product. Like I can't. Let us know if you can think of any paper products for basketball or football that are comparable. Obviously, baseball is different. The Topps like flagship is a great paper product, but on the basketball and football side, are there any other good paper products? I mean, Chronicles is a fun rip because it has a little bit of everything, but like the actual Chronicles base is definitely, to me, not as cool as Daunris.
Maybe like Hoops.
Hoops
Which is kind of cool.
Hoops is okay. Yeah.
I feel like
Obviously,
that's
not a football. There's no football version of Hoops, but yeah.
And lastly, we have. So are you? If you're to rank them, I mean, I know we said we were going to rank them, but I'm just curious. Like, is it at the bottom?
Honestly, no. I would probably go, and it might be a little bit different for basketball and football, but for basketball, I would probably go Optic, Prism, Select, Daunris, Mosaic. And then for football, I would probably go Optic, Prism, Mosaic, Daunris, Select.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And that leads us to our last one, Select.
Select.
Select, it's like, it was really hyped up and like a hobby exclusive, but now that it's kind of gone to retail, a lot of people are saying that it's oversaturated. I saw in like a video where they said apparently there's like 50 different or like 30 different or maybe more LaMelo one-of-ones in Select.
Ooh.
Like different like, oh, there's gold, there's black gold, there's tie-dye. And I feel like there's like so many like colored parallels and like variations from Select. There's 3 base cards with the courtside, concourse, premier.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like that kind of makes it kind of weird. There's the checklist has like a lot of rookies, so you could get a lot of rookies kind of like Chronicles or something. The design is kind of like royal looking. Is that a good description? And
it has the 4 levels in football's case and the 3 levels in basketball case, which is kind of fun, but also makes it a little bit more like they're more saturated in a sense. Like that's why you said that many LaMelo one-of-ones.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Add that to how many LaMelo just versions there are with like you got concourse, and then you got all the color parallels of that. You got premier, you got all the color parallels of that. You got courtside, you got all the color parallels of that. You got the inserts, and then you got all the like those types of one-of-ones, etc. So it's kind of a lot. I would say Select is a great rip. Like, if you're just trying to have fun, like opening a box, I feel like it's super fun because you get all the different colors. You're gonna get a lot of good rookies, etc. But if I was, going to make, an investment in one single card, I might shy away from Select because of that oversaturation. Yeah. But yeah, check out our most recent opening of Select Basketball. Mm-hmm. Let us know what you think of that. I saw somebody
shout out Fallen
Lord watch our video. Mm-hmm. We did get some sick things from Select. You want to just flash those real quick? Yeah. So we did bring these out just because we wanted to potentially show them off here.
This was from our blasters, right? Was this from our blaster boxes?
It was either from the blasters or the megas. If you could get your hands on the megas, those were fire. I mean, the blasters were great too, but for us at least, the megas were nice.
All right,
nice.
And then this is what Fallen Lord was talking about.
Yeah.
What do you guys think we should do with this? Should we send it to SGC to get graded?
It looks like a 10
it looks
potentially,
like
so we're highly considering it sending to SGC. Not PSA. I don't feel like it's that valuable of a card to pay for that level of service right now, but SGC to get it graded. Yeah. And maybe sell after that or hold. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's look at chat a little bit first before we talk some baseball awards.
Let's do it.
Mark Fab, shout out to Mark Fab, said, "I wish Daunris had a better design. Hopefully Optic won't have the same design for this upcoming year, like football. It definitely will have the same design, but I feel like that the chrome like stock will make you appreciate it a bit more.
Like for example, like the Topps like series 1 and 2, I wasn't like super crazy about that look, but that in the Topps Chrome version is like
hard.
very nice.
That's
So
so
I feel
true.
like sometimes those big like white outer borders don't look great in the regular paper product, but once they get a little shine to it, they look a lot better.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
All right, so this person XX had Prism number 1, Select number 2, Optic number 3, Mosaic Daunris.
Yep. I feel like
Not
Select
bad.
is a little high compared to our list.
Select is a little high in
Was
my
high,
opinion,
but I
Optic
feel like
is a little low.
I'm curious too, because like we've only been in the hobby for about 2 years or so now. I feel like people that were in it before have a different thought on Select.
Yeah, maybe.
A little bit, because
Yeah.
our Select like cops have always been the quote unquote saturated 2020 and 2021. But if you were a Select collector when it was hobby exclusive, I feel like you might have a different relationship to Select.
Morgan Tan said, "You guys think Chronicles are worth picking up?" Chronicles, it's definitely like very fun to open.
Yeah.
So many rookies for football or basketball. Did we have we didn't have crazy luck with it or anything?
We got like a clearly Daunris,
Joe Burrow?
Herbert, Justin Herbert. Got a black Prism of like Henry Ruggs.
Yeah.
I like it. It's kind of similar to like Select. It's like a lower tier version of Select in my mind, where it's the really fun rip, but the individual cards themselves, for the most part, aren't holding the same value as some of the other big
But
brands.
maybe long term, if a player gets really good, they could definitely have a lot of value.
Yeah, and if like say there's like one player you really like, you can get like 6 or 7 different like brands in Chronicles of rookies for that player. Yeah.
So Morgan, to answer your question, compared to a lot of other boxes, I would say it's worth it in comparison to like a lot of boxes where you're not going to get a single rookie. So.
And for the price as well,
it's like definitely more affordable.
It is a more affordable rip than all of these things. So is it worth your buck? Maybe.
Also,
maybe.
Also, shout out to Morgan, because I'm pretty sure I've seen that Morgan follows us on Instagram too. So
shout out Morgan.
Shout out Morgan.
Oh, if you haven't already, if you're just out in the chat, follow our
Instagram, and then later in this podcast, we're going to explain how you can win a free blaster box of Select basketball. Throw some fire emojis in the chat. I already seen some of those. So
let's transition now. We'll go through this kind of briefly. I want to address, somebody said that we should do some NFL talk, so I do want to just give some of my thoughts on who I think is going to win the championship this year.
Okay.
Little bit of a bias, homer bias, but I think that the Rams are the favorite to win this year. I feel like they have one of the best defenses in the league with Aaron Donald. He's a beast. I feel bad for any quarterback that has to sit back there and try to avoid Aaron Donald. Good luck. And then their offense with Sean McVay as the coach is very innovative, and they have a lot of good skill position players with Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods, etc. One problem that they had in the last couple of years is that their quarterback, Jared Goff, was just kind of meh. And, sometimes he had good moments. He was a little inconsistent, not super mobile, a little bit tentative with the passing. But now we have Sean McVay's quarterback of choice, Matthew Stafford, who is already going to be in the record books for all of the yards and touchdowns that he's thrown on what was a pretty bad team over in Detroit. Plug him into the Rams offense, I think that thing's going to go. So I got the Rams as my favorite. I could see them playing against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Is that a controversy? Do non-LA people say that? Or?
This year, a lot of people are taking the Rams as one of the favorites. I don't know if people would be as confident as I am, but I feel like Rams are a really popular choice. Kansas City is a really popular choice. Tampa Bay Buccaneers to repeat is another really popular choice. And then even the other teams in the Rams division, like the Seattle Seahawks and the 49ers, are also pretty popular choices as well. Buffalo Bills, another popular choice with Josh Allen as their quarterback there. So I wanted to just touch on that football talk for that person in the chat there. Appreciate the question. Also, just some brief chat on some of the baseball awards. So the season's coming to a close. We got about 20 games or so left for the MLB. So for the card world, I feel like oftentimes it's associated with like MVPs, Cy Young Award winners, Rookie of the Year winners as well. So we're sharing our screen now, going through this article from The Ringer. Shout out to The Ringer. Big fan of all of their content. AL MVP, you can see the favorite there is Shohei Ohtani, and they don't even have a contender or a dark horse. Pretty much, Shohei Ohtani's been one of the best hitters in the league, and he's also been one of the best pitchers.
Yeah.
So even though, like, for example, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is probably like his closest competitor because he's hitting like crazy this year, he doesn't pitch at all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's kind of like a weird situation, like unprecedented, but Shohei Ohtani for sure is going to win MVP.
Is Ohtani the GOAT?
I mean, he's only done this for one season. So if he can continue this for like 5+ seasons, he could be GOAT status.
Okay.
He's having a GOAT season though,
Okay.
for sure. National League, it jumps around a little bit. National League Rookie of the Year, Jonathan India
Never
as
even
the
heard of
favorite.
him.
We have some of his stuff. We opened
really?
up either a Gypsy Queen or Allen and Ginter rookie card.
Oh,
but
I do remember that.
yeah,
Yeah.
he wasn't in Series 1, so he wasn't one of the main rookies that people were talking about. But he's probably going to win Rookie of the Year, and you can see the contenders there are Trevor Rogers, a pitcher. He's probably not going to win though, and Patrick Wisdom, the third baseman for the Cubs. I feel like Jonathan India, has it almost in the bag because the Reds are like a competitor this year, and they're probably going to be in the playoffs, and he's been really good all year. Dark horse Ian Anderson, he's probably not going to take it, but we have a lot of his Series 1
I've seen
product.
his.
Yeah, there. AL Cy Young, so we got the favorite as Garrett Cole. Yeah, he's probably going to win it for the Yankees. Don't really need to discuss that very much. AL Rookie of the Year. And this has kind of changed recently. So Randy Rosarina's kind of caught fire in the second half of the season.
Okay.
So he's gone through as the potential Rookie of the Year favorite. You probably remember him from his run in the playoffs last year where he just like was hitting out of his mind.
Okay.
Adolis Garcia was probably the favorite for most of the year, but I think he slowed down a little bit at the end of the year. And Wander Franco has been on a tear. He's been, I think he's at like an on-base streak of like 30-something games.
Like that.
So potentially going to set the rookie record there, but I think he came up a little bit too late in the season to win the award. And he also started off pretty slow. National League MVP, no surprises here. We got the favorite as Fernando Tatis. He's slowed down a little bit at the end of the year, but I feel like he still most likely has it in the bag. And then you can see there's kind of a slew of contenders, including 2 of our Dodger players. But we got Bryce Harper, Max Muncy, Buster Posey, Trey Turner, Joey Votto. So I feel like if any of those guys like just goes out of their mind for the last 20 games, they could pass Tatis if he continues to perform how he's performing. But he's had such a good season. He has a lot of steals and that type of stuff, so he'll probably take it. And then I think this might...
Walker Buehler for...
Yeah, so this one, Walker Buehler, I'd say was like the favorite for sure, and then he got shelled by the Giants last weekend, so that kind of brought some of his stats up. You also see Corbin Burns and Zach Wheeler as the favorites. One person who's not in there is Max Scherzer. He's been on fire since he joined the Dodgers. So a couple more good starts from him could potentially put him in the mix. So they didn't include him, but I feel like Scherzer has a chance there. So let us know if you have any thoughts on any of the baseball awards, etc. But all of those people, once they win the awards, I feel like that means that their card is going to be one of the most hyped entering into the off season. I feel like baseball for the most part is going to kind of go dormant, for the off season, but the people that get those awards and have that attached to their name will probably be the most hyped going into the next season.
Unless it's like, except for like the Cy Young Award, I feel like the pitchers aren't as coveted. Whatever.
Yeah,
except for like Ohtani, but. All right, we got another question. What do you guys think of 2020 WNBA Prism Blaster? Are they going to be worth it? Well, I think maybe you mean the 2021 because that just came out, but
2020 I would say is probably the move because that's like first
For the
Panini
original
Prism
WNBA.
WNBA release. And so that's the first card for a lot of these star players. So I feel like that's like
That'd
to the
be-
moon
yeah, facts.
potential.
Yeah.
You know, that'll go as far as the WNBA does.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Should we get
Let's
into
get
the
to that
final?
final. Yep.
All right. We are going to be giving away. Let's get some fire emojis in the chat to kind of build this up a bit.
Let's go.
We're going to be giving away this blaster box of 2021 Select Basketball. Okay, we see the viewers increase when we show it off. So, oh my gosh. But so here's basically how we're gonna do it. Let us know in the chat if you have a better idea or something. But this is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm gonna post an Instagram post tonight, and all you have to do is follow us on Instagram and comment on that post if you guys want to win this blaster box. And then tomorrow I'm going to be posting a YouTube video for the giveaway, and you comment on that YouTube video, subscribe to our channel, and then I'll be picking one random YouTube comment, one random Instagram comment, and then one person from each of those, and then randomize between those two, and that person will win this blaster box of 2021 Select Basketball.
Nice.
Does that make sense, guys? So basically,
So you're telling me, so if I wanted to enter this giveaway, I have to follow your Instagram.
yeah,
I'd have to.
deruwSports&Cards right there.
Okay, so yeah, that's over there. And that's step one. And I would have to leave a comment on the video that you post tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I have to do.
And comment on our Instagram post about this. I'm gonna
Okay,
do
all right. So I have to follow you on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have to comment on the post about the giveaway.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And then, so that's two things. And then the third thing would be to comment on your video tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That
And
sounds pretty easy to me.
technically, you don't have to do both, but that increases your chances if you do both. Does
That's
that make
right,
sense?
because you're going to be picking
one
from
YouTube
each one.
comment and one Instagram comment. So Jimbo, I know you said you don't have Instagram. It's still possible that you win, but it's just doubling your chances if you follow us on Instagram and comment on that post I'm gonna make tonight. So
Boom.
hopefully that makes sense to you guys.
I think I got it.
2021.
Yeah.
What is this called? Select Basketball Blaster Box giveaway, and I'll pick the winner very soon. I'm thinking once we hit 800 subscribers is when I'll pick the winner, and we just passed 700, so it'll be pretty soon.